Hello everybody, and welcome back to Aurora Plays Neverwinter Nights 2. I am your humble DM, Tim. In the previous session, we had a loot battle with a bard. We broke up a bunch of emos attempting to sacrifice an innocent woman to the Shadow Lord. We became a squire. We got accused of murder. And now we're going to plan a robbery. Nishka's got a... her rival is wanting to break into the collector's house in order to prove that she is the greatest thief in all of Neverwinter. Now, this is obviously a trap, Ocean's 11 style, that her rival has set up. Basically, we rob the place, and then he comes and steals it from us. But being the way the game is designed, we can't actually prevent that from happening. So, best we can do now is prepare ourselves, do a little quick save here.
All done.
Nice. We're going on? Alright. Oh. Hello. You, where have you been? I will not be kept waiting like this. I've been patrolling for intruders, ma'am. Well, there aren't any in here. Go back to the front door. Where you be of more use. Of course, ma'am. Yes, absolutely. We'll be going. The diary is more like an inventory of priceless artifacts than a confessional volume. There is, however, one revealing entry dated recently. I came upon it not on the floor of the auction house or in the fine galleries of Blacklake, but discarded on the streets amidst a pile of refuse. I tried putting it up next to my finest originals, but it simply outshines them. I need a better place to feature it. I'd put it in a vault, but I feel I need to look at it constantly and put my mind at ease. In another time of my life, I could have gone there and lived life at sea. Perhaps one day I've earned the right to captain my own ship and set sails for places unknown. But how could I now with all the things that I look after? Okay. So we found a something. Yes, what is it now? Here we go. I want you to help me get into the collector's vaults. And why are you telling me this? I find it impossible to lie to such a formidable woman. Well, yes, I suppose I do have that effect on people. Not that the collector ever notices. He put me on display case if he could. You know, I think he could stand to learn a few things from you. Here, take this key. It will get you to the top floor. Thank you very much. But you might be able to guess. So what did you have in mind? We'll need a hostage. Let me know when you're ready, and I will enter the study, your weapon at my back. He won't lose the centerpiece of his collection. All right, let's go. So using her as a hostage. Hello, collector. Vala, who is this person? I'm sorry, Nancy. He said he'd kill me if I didn't bring him to you. What is the meaning of this? Your name is Nancy? Yes, you have no right to call me by that name. I am the collector to you. Ah, very well. I want you to open your vault for me. They're serious. They killed my bodyguards, and they'll kill me too. Do what they say, Nancy. Yeah. You'll be killed anyway, Vanya. It's how people like that work. Wait, no, they seem very reasonable. I think, if you only give them what they want. I'm sorry, Vanya. I've made up my mind. Do your worst, you coward. Nancy, how could you? You just don't want them to get into your vault. That's it, isn't it? Yes. I will mourn your death greatly, Vanya. You can rest assured I will give you the greatest funeral Neverwinter. I will hire hundreds of mourners. Oh, pardon me. Oh, good God. But I must be strong for the good of the collection. You greedy old miser. So that's how it's going to be. Love. I'll let you two settle this. Even without his key, there's more you should know, and I see there's no reason to hold this information back anymore. He has never allowed me into the vault, but I know there are more locks than just the one key opens before he opens the vault. I know he always stops by the fireplace and one of the bookcases in the next room. Oh, you traitorous wench! After taking you into my home after all I've bought for you. Yeah, well, here's something for a fresh start, Vanya. Don't forget to grab some of the vases on the way out. They're very pricey. Now, where were we? You'll get nothing from me. I'll be back for the key just as soon as I found a way to break you. What do you want? All right, look. Give me the vault key, or I'll destroy this painting. No, leave that painting out of this. It's got nothing to do with you. All right, then give me the key. Very well. There's a book on the other room, one of the bookcase in the corner. It has the instructions you'll need. Why don't you just tell me? I might accidentally leave something out. Memory isn't as reliable as it once was. You are hiding something from me. Well, not exactly. I just may have mentioned the wrong shelf. It's the shelf next to that one. I marked the page in the book. This had better work. Farewell. Alright, so we're looking for... you said the one on the...
Yes.
You got better dexterity. Nope. Alright. Let's have a read of these books that I just picked up. Oh, that's the exploding book, righto. This is a rare first edition printing of the immensely popular source of such timeless treasures as Frickle Frackle Frou and Little Hector Vector. Unlike the others, alright, so 9 we taken 3 1 6 5. That looks like a combination lock to me. Oh, I've got to put the fire out somehow. Probably shouldn't have done that. Okay.
No, sorry. I can't do that. No, sorry. I can't do that.
It is 9, 3, 1.
Well, look who showed up. Give me a...
That's it for me.
Remember that scene in Ocean's 11 where after failing to crack the vault a couple of times, the group goes outside and waits at the doorstep of the place that it's robbing in order to lick their wounds? Me neither. 9? Are we when taken all 3? So maybe 6. Last one slain, then 6 remain. Ah. None survive our first less 5, so 9. Alright, so I've been trying to work this out for a little bit now. Couldn't crack it, ended up having to look it up online. Apparently it's a word puzzle. So the first line tells you that there are 3 numbers and that they add up to 9. The second line tells you that the last number is 3. So 9 minus x equals 6. And the third line tells you that the first number is 5. So it's 513, apparently. Alright. Now, so spells don't work on this. There was that water jug down in the kitchen, so I think we need to go down there and get that in order to douse the flames. Similar to having the oil in Eye of the Beholder. If you have the oil when you walk up to a certain lever, it just automatically oils it for you. So there was a empty bottle. So if we open that up. There we go. Douse the fire. Reach for it. There we go. All right.
No, sorry. I can't do that.
And here comes the fight.
Nishka, good to see you again.
Leldon. Something told me you'd be here. Although I didn't think you'd get this far.
My coin. Where is it?
Like I'd tell you. And it's not your coin anymore. After all, you can't seem to hold on to it. Or anything else.
I'll tear the knowledge from you if I have to. I'll get it back. And what you came to steal, little girl, that's mine too.
I'm not scared of you, Eldon. You can't order me around, and you sure as the nine hells can't stop me.
You think so? So be it then.
Get him, everyone!
Mishka, you did it. You killed me. Going to be waiting for you to die.
Like I'm waiting? Just fall over and be quiet, Eldon. You've lost. You've lost everything. I kind of expected some better last words from him. He was always a big talker. Ah, well, let's take what we need and get out of here. Time's wasting.
Cool. That was, oh, we leveled up. Very good. Pile of gold. Pile of gold. Pile of gold. Pile of gold. Another pile of gold. A totem. Elven ceremonial armor.
All done.
Armor has been... That's interesting.
Yes?
All right. Well, that's one robbery complete. Let's get the hell out of here. And now it is time to head off to the fort in order to get ourselves acquitted of murdering an entire town. Alrighty. So basically what I've done is I've just gone through and I have cleaned out everyone's inventory, leveled everyone up, and re-equipped everyone, so we all should be pretty well optimized, depending on which character I pick. So now we are heading to Port Last. I have to have sand in my party. Alright. No, I don't want sand in my party. I don't like sand. He's coarse and rough. He wants to go everywhere, but I guess that makes sense. Alright. I will change out... I'll change out Kelgar for sand. Let's try this again. Hooray. And here we are in the illustrious Port Last. Watch where you step. You might find some local culture on your boots. God, Sand, you hold your nose so high it's a wonder you don't wear a hat on it. I don't know what that means, my dear, but I'm sure as far as your local expressions go, it's quite quaint and charmingly ignorant. All right. Enough, you two. Yes, we should find Heramos as quickly as we can. Only he can grant us access to Ember, and hopefully we can find some clues there. Well, asking some of the locals couldn't hurt either. After we speak to Haberus, of course. Agreed. They may have seen something. As long as we use simple words, we may be able to get information out of them. I'll try to sort through what we find as we discover it, but check with me if you're ever curious about what we've gathered. I'll have a good sense for what we have. I'll have a good sense when we have enough to bring to trial. All right. Let's get going. You there, stop! You there, stop right where you are. Is there a problem? The problem is that you oh, shit. Haven't been accused, nothing has been proven yet. We know you were Ember during the massacre, that's proof enough for us. And how do you know that I was in Ember? Well, it doesn't matter. What does matter is what's going to happen to you now. Oh, God. Diplomacy. Alright. Now, you're the guard in charge of protecting Port Last, correct? An honorable position, if I'm not mistaken. So it is also your duty to mete out justice whenever... So is it also your duty to mete out justice whenever you feel like it? Alright, doesn't matter. Ember needs justice. Look, my guilt or innocence will be determined at my trial. Not here and not by you. Alright, you can go. I don't think we'll be watching you, though. Yeah, fuck you. Diplomacy! Welcome to the Lion's Arm. What can we help you with? Can you tell me anything about what happened in Ember? I can tell you plenty, but whether any is the truth, well, that remains to be seen. What have you heard? Some folks say that a beast from the Duskwood that savaged Ember ravaged from the serving nests, some such. Frankly, I'm inclined to believe... that one, Port Last had a bit of a werewolf problem. I see. What else? There's a Alaskan woman sniffing around a while back. According to her, some adventurers strolled into town and slaughtered everyone just for chuckles. Nothing but lies come from Alaskan lips. So you can ignore that one. That's just my opinion, though. Anything else? There is Elgin, one of my regulars. He claims he was there. He saw the whole thing. I wouldn't exactly call him a liar, but he's always talking about his adventures. Other than Elgin, do you know anyone else? Well, Haramos seems to have a guest staying with him nowadays, with guards all around. Could be one of the attackers. Hamos? First captain, and we'll say closest thing to the mayor that we've got. Alright, where can I find him? Head over to the common room. Cool. There he is. I just lined up my ammo with a deer, and I heard a growl, and I turned, and there's the biggest, blackest wolf I'd ever seen, coming right at me. Lucky for me, I had my enchanted dagger with me, and with its jaws only inches away from my throat, I lunged with a quick twist of the blade. I cut out the beast's heart. Ooh. I was a bit tired after all the fun in the Duskwood, so I decided to head to Ember to rest up, and that's when I smelled the smoke. I ran there as quickly as I could, and what did I see? A village in flames, the defenseless people being slaughtered by cruel, evil men. There were dozens of attackers, heavily armed, aided by foul creatures, demons, I think. And so what did you do? The only thing I could do. I attacked. I cut down two of them before they knew I was even there. But the others, seeing what a threat I was, ganged up on me. I slew several before one of them struck me from behind and knocked me unconscious. The enemy must have thought me dead, because when I awoke, they were gone. Oh, yet hardly a scratch on him. A tale well worth its weight in words, no doubt. And what of Ember? Oh, sadly I was too late. Everyone was dead, and there was little more I could do, and so I returned to Port Last. Well, at least you tried, Elgin. The man is clearly a fool, but it is his audience that concerns me. Such tales could be used against us. We should question Elgin and see about the facts. Haven't seen you around before. Just passing through. Yes, you saw what happened in Ember? I did, I'm sorry. I couldn't have done more to stop it. Well, it's a miracle you survived. Indeed, Timora was watching after me that day. Did you see what led to the attack? Rightfully? Regretfully, I didn't. Otherwise, he'd have been the first I cut down. Let's talk about Ember. Oh, okay. Investigating the murders. Whilst we investigated, the village was destroyed and everyone's dead. Could have been brigands or God knows what else, but Lord Justice won't bring those villagers back to life. Do you know anyone who might have witnessed the attack? Maybe 3 days gone, I was past just south of Dusters when I spied a column of smoke. I'd say it was coming from the ridge just above the Dustwood Grove. It could have been some travelers stopping for the night, or it could have been that someone made a home for themselves in that cave up there. A good spot to camp. Either way, the grove's an hour's walk from Ember, maybe less. Whoever is up there may have seen what happened in the village. I appreciate the help. Just watch your back. The grove's not known for being friendly to strangers. Somebody made a home up there on the ridge. Well, it could be they're just crazy. You'd better hope it's as simple as that. Alright. I might need to go back and pick up our druid friend. My pardons, but I have a lot on my mind. Oh, something wrong? My partner, Bradbury, he is 2 days late for our meeting. He is a northerner and a fool, but he is good with pick and wedge, and has brought much silver to my house. I was planning on taking him to Arm with me, but he heard tell of a valuable ore in the Duskwood. So you're a miner. I am an artisan, a master trader. Strength can mine a quarry, but wit is needed to fully utilize it. Until Bradbury returns, and I cannot leave for Arm, and I cannot find work in this place. These northern folk will not deal with a stranger. Well, if I see him, I'll let him know you're waiting. He's hard to miss. If you see him, his hair is bright orange, like flame balloons in the desert. Just tell him I'm still waiting. Alright. Yep, serving wench doesn't have anything to say. He's a woman by the fire. She's a ranger. Anything about Ember? What have you heard? The beasts. Handle werewolves. Ask them sniffing around. Alright.
Yes?
So what evidence do we ask?
Yes, what of it?
Do you think we have enough?
I doubt what little we've found is enough.
Alright.
And there are some things that I think Luskin may have expected us to find. We need to keep searching for as much evidence as we can gather.
Alright. So we're going to be going to the grove, it looks like. The Duskwood. Oh, we can actually go to Ember. Let's just travel to Ember then. I was just traveling through here last season. That was where the quartermaster house was, and Elaine's home. By the gods, who could have done this? These villagers, none of them were soldiers. It would have been a massacre. My dear, it was a massacre. Come, let us see what we can find. Hold on a moment. I heard something moving in that well. Could be a survivor or one of the murderers. I say we find out. I will climb down the rope. Hey, Marcus! I knew I'd see you again. You're finally here. Are you alright? I'm hungry, but I'm okay. Tell me, what happened to the village? Men came. When I saw them, I knew they were the ones who would kill everyone. There's no place for me to hide except the well. I watched them kill all the people. I didn't want to, but I felt important for me to see what happened so I could tell you. What did they look like, and how many were there? There were 12 of them, I think. They had dark armor. One of them looked like you. I knew he wasn't, though. And how did you know that? When I really focused on him, he started to look different. I saw a man who was big and mean, like an ogre, but bald. His testimony could prove useful. We should take him with us back to Neverwinter when we're done here. I'll take you to Port Larch. You'll be safe there. I can make it on my own. Alright, then. Be careful. I'll leave you with the Alliance arm ends. Fagor always has some extra food and places at his hearth. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's the knife. Oh, he's got Bishop's dagger. It helped me survive down here, but I won't need it anymore. Bye. And he fades away. Well, I'm glad I saw that kid and gave him the knife. I knew that was going to be a plot point later on.
I would say yes.
Ulip.
More intruders! Wake up! Wake up! Stay back or we kill you.
I don't mean you any harm.
The intruders say same thing, then they attack us.
Who were the other intruders?
He was human, very fast, with sharp weapons. He kills some of tribe, but we kill him too. Geek take his skull for trophy, stick shiny stones in eyes, used to be.
We should find out more about this intruder. He could be one of the ones that attacked Ember. Will you let me speak to Gleck?
Why?
Intruder was your friend?
Actually, he may have been an enemy.
You wait here. I'll see if Gleck wants to talk to you. Let's say you can come inside. He not think you friends with other intruder, but not mean he trust you. We watch you close.
Hello there, Gleck.
Orb tells me you wish to know about the intruders that came into our caves.
It's possible he helped commit a crime, which I'm blamed for.
Oh, he was most vicious warrior. We would have been slaughtered were it not for our magic.
Magic?
Even the weakest of our tried those simple spells, a gift from our secret glowstone.
Oh, a glowstone? What is that?
As I said, it's a sacred artifact of my tribe. We discovered it in these caverns shortly after we fled here.
You fled here? Who are you running from?
Our old tribe. We were prospering, yet our chieftain insisted making war against other tribes, and I proposed that we live peacefully, and chieftain disagreed. So I gathered up the followers I could and deserted my tribe. Naturally, my former tribe attempted to hunt us down. It was futile to stand and fight, so we ran. Eventually we found this place, and we've been here ever since.
Can I see the body?
In ashes, little of him remains. We kept his skull, his weapons, and his ring for myself.
It's a shame there's no body, but the ring might prove useful. May I have the ring?
Our tribe earned his treasure with our blood.
If you desire, you must do the same. What do you need me to do?
We share these caverns with a number of giant spiders. They too possess magic, and are formidable foes. They have recently built a nest in one of the adjoining caves. Clutos to us. Destroying them, and the ring is yours.
All right.
Follow the tunnel to the edge of our domain. You will find the spiders and the caves beyond.
All right. I've got 2. Don't want to be poisoned. Oh, this is the glowstone cave. All right.
Hey, why are you here? Turn around, go away.
I'm looking for the giant spiders.
Wrong cave. Go back where you came. Take other tunnel. Keep going. Till stuck in web.
All right. So what's so special about this stone anyway?
Oh, gives us power. Makes us strong. Strong enough to fight enemies like spiders.
Gives them power. Maybe defenses against the spiders. It serves them right. And if we take the stone, we'd be leaving them at the mercy of the spiders. It's little wonder that they value it so much. All right. Farewell. Ooh, glow spider.
That's it for you. Take that.
Yeah, well, they did tell us to keep going until we get stuck in the web, so... Alright, that'll get us to the Duskwood. Whoa. An enormous spider emerges from the shadows and scuttles towards you, his massive abdomen glimmering with a pale, unearthly light. Oh, looks like we've made another friend, and it's a big one. God, that thing is huge. But why isn't it attacking? It's not advancing, which means I can't get around for a backstab. It sure is acting strange. It doesn't seem to be attacking, but what I wouldn't give for a huge book to crush it flat right now. As it crawls closer, the spider pauses, regarding you with a multitude of eyes. Hello, what do you want? For a moment, the spider waves its mandibles as if considering its response. Then it begins to scratch a symbol on the ground with its foreleg. This spider is highly intelligent. Why, the glyph is close enough to writing. Ooh, this is fascinating. I want to sell this thing to the next carnival troupe we encounter. We'd make a fortune in gold. It completes the first symbol, inspects it for a moment, and adds several more. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. We can't understand it. I say we leave it alone. It can't... it's been doing just fine by itself down here. Come on. I think we need our druid friend. So if this will lead me to the Duskwood, maybe I can transport back. Alright, Gelk. The group of spiders won't bother you anymore.
Mascot, you have earned the ring, and also the gratitude of my tribe.
Excellent, another piece of the puzzle.
Why, it's just a ring.
You see the teeth-like projections around the edge. The ring is a symbol of the Circle of Blades, a group of murderers native to Luskan. The man the goblins killed was an assassin, very far from home, it seems. I think we should keep searching for more clues and maybe other items that Ember's attackers missed in their haste. Alright. And we want to go back to the spider cave here. It may be an outcast, but it looks hungry, but not for us. The spider clacks its mandibles excitedly, scribes another series of marks on the dirt. If we find you some food, we'll be back. Spider continues to regard you with many eyes. It might have understood you, it might not. Alright, so we're looking for spider food. Let's see if the venom glands work as food. I say we feed it Kelgar. If we could find insects, probably a lot of them we could satisfy. If we wanted to feed it, that is. I hope you're right about this. I say we leave it alone. It's been doing fine by itself down here. Alright, so... we gotta find bugs. I'm guessing we'll come across some thrycreen or something like that, maybe? Climb up. To examine the corpses, I dare say. No? No? Oh, no, dead cat. What do we got here? Quartermaster's log. It seems we found the quartermaster's log. Little charred, but intact. Let's see. Oh, he sure did keep a lot of notes. And it's not as complicated as it seems. In fact, over the past few weeks, it does look like many shipments actually came into Ember. Not many came in. Not even from Luskan? That's odd. Not if Luskan knew there wouldn't be any reason to send shipments anymore. Which would mean they knew the village would be destroyed. Let's save this logbook for the trial and see if they can explain their curious foresight in this massacre. I think we should keep searching for more clues. There may be other items that Ember's attackers missed in their haste. Alright. Hold a moment, look at this. What is it? The corpse is unusually discolored, much different from the usual decay. Good eyes, what does that mean, though? Just doing my job. The sooner I pull together these pieces, the sooner I... These wounds are superficial, not deep enough to kill, and the scent, coupled with the discoloration of the skin here, this man died from poison, and an unusual one at that. You won't find it in any of the apothecaries or potion shops in Neverwinter, but it is a local favourite among several of the less friendly Assassin's Guild in Luskan. I don't even know how you can tell that. Trust me, I've seen a lot of death over the centuries. We take a sample of the body, and I think it will serve as a valuable piece of evidence. Let's keep searching. Oh! Hey, Guyven! Well met. We keep running into each other. It's definitely more than the luck of the road at work here. Unfortunately, this will likely be our last meeting. Did you see what happened in the village? Unfortunately, no. I arrived after the senseless slaughter. All I can tell you is that this was not done by orcs or barbarians. I came here to explore the wonders of the Duskwood and found great tragedy instead. I've seen many things in my years, both wonderful and terrible, but seeing the fate of this town, I feel as if my remaining years have escaped me and my journeys must come to an end. The only thing left for me is to find a warm fire, rest my bones beside, and perhaps some eager listeners to hear what I have learned from the road. Well, you'll always have a place at my fire. You really mean that? I am grateful. I think I'll take you up on that offer soon. Your kind words have inspired me to make one last journey. When I am done, I will find you and share with my knowledge of the road. All right. Lies in a large pool of his own blood. He's got some splashed out. It appears to cross some distance away. His murderers apparently left him to die a long, lingering death. Busts.
Yes?
Do we have enough, you think?
Yes, what of it?
Do we have enough?
This may do it, but I'm not certain. It all depends on how the trial plays out, and if our dear friend Torio has any tricks up her sleeve.
Any idea where I should search?
Support last, then to Ember. Then see what we find along the way, I think. I suspect Luskan has not covered their tracks well. Nothing would please me more.
Well, I mean, as far as I can tell, we don't have any... No, looks like that's it. Alright. Let's go back to port last, then. Now, there's someone in here in the guardhouse, I believe, that we need to speak to, that we're talking about.
I'm surprised you have the courage to show your face here. A lot of people here had friends in Ember. If they find out who you are...
I'm not responsible for what happened. I'm here to clear my name.
You're free to conduct your business here, but you'll be watched. If you have questions, ask them now. I'm a busy man.
There's someone staying here, a survivor from Ember?
Falgor said that, did he? That's none of his affair, nor is it any of yours.
I'd like to speak to the witness if I can.
Out of the question. She's been through enough. And besides, you won't like what she has to say.
Look, I need to speak with all the witnesses, no matter what they say about me.
Very well. You may question the witness, but you shall do it in my presence. Bring the girl here.
Yes, Captain.
Chandra? Chandra, is that you? Elaine, you survived. Thank the gods. Chandra! It was horrible. They butchered everyone.
Elaine, it's all right. Shh. Look, I brought people to help.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
You! Chandra, it's him! Why would you bring him here?
I'm not responsible for what happened in Ember.
I saw you murder those people.
No, Elaine, it's not true.
I know what I saw. They had no weapons. Some even surrendered. But he...
We're here to help, not to hurt you.
That's right, Elaine. We're here to help, all right?
It was trade season, and the shipments into Ember had fallen off. I had decided to trade along the south roads. When I came back to Ember, I heard the screams and saw the smoke. I left my wagon and went into town. That's when I saw the bodies. I saw him kill the quartermaster while he was on his knees, begging for his life.
You saw this man here do the killing blow? And was it just him? And where did he...
Sand!
We don't have all year, girl. Nor do I have the patience when the trail of these killers grows colder.
There were others, but I didn't see them closely. I ran as hard as I could to Port Last, and they took me in. But you did do it.
Or someone that looked the part. There are many magics that can cloak one's appearance, even allow one to change shape.
I know what I saw.
Do you think it's possible that someone else... It could have been someone else disguised as me?
I suppose it's possible, but I don't know. I just don't know.
How did you manage to get away if you got close enough to identify me anyway?
I don't know. I just started running. I guess they didn't notice me.
You were lucky, Or perhaps they let you escape.
Who else was there besides me? Were any of my companions there?
You had about a dozen of your friends with you. But I don't recognize anyone with you now.
A dozen, you say? Interesting. Do go on.
So you didn't see a dwarf, a gnome, a half-demon girl?
Well, no. I believe they were all human.
Well, considering that those two and the gnome account for at least half of us, that might seed some doubt.
Whoa! Maybe my demonic heritage will actually help us get out of this.
But you could have just hired others.
Yes, my dear. But as your hesitation suggests, why would anyone do that when they have trusted allies who would follow one anywhere, despite their common sense? No offense.
That's all I need to know. Thank you for your help, Elaine.
I'm sorry to have put you through this, Elaine. Guard, please see that she reaches her quarters safely.
Listen to me. If we can get her to work for us, her story of tears will sway the court in our favor.
Elaine's not some tool, Sand. She's just survived the massacre of her town, which someone caused to get to us.
Girl, if we do not use your friend, the Luskins will, and they will use her testimony to kill our friend here. So, please dispense with your convenient morality. Either we use her or they do.
Oh, jeez. Well, she's been through enough, and I don't want to make her a target.
Good. Glad to hear someone here is making some sense. Leave her alone, Sand. I mean it.
Forget it then. I can't help this matter if you won't heed my counsel. Maybe you will when you're hanging from the gallows, twisting in the wind.
Yeah, I didn't really have much in the way of... It was either, I don't care if she dies, but she will help me, or, yeah, leave her alone. There's no, look, if she's willing to help, maybe, that would have been a better choice to get in there, but fucking hell. Alright. Is there anything else I can...
What brings you before me?
No, that's it. Alright, cool. All right. There you are, boy. Ember. Witness. Oh, that's right. They got the people up at the grove. All right. Well, let's go give that a crack then. We might even be able to find where they're actually camped out. And if we can do that, then might be able to get a confession. Oh. Lorne, why haven't you held up your end of the bargain? Yes, Lorne, why haven't you held up your end of the bargain? Answer me. You're mistaken. I am not Lorne. A perfectly good bluff gone to waste. How am I supposed to keep you from? I have no idea. Oh, I see. You're the one I disguised him as then, trying to prove your innocence, I assume. Oh. Okay, I didn't get what was going on there. I thought, God, I'm an idiot. What did you give to Lorne? Alteration powder. A gift from a former guest. It allows you to appear as whomever you wish at the time. Lorne and his men stopped nearby before heading out to the village. From my tree, I spied on their conversation. The fool was simply going to rush in and kill everyone, yet somehow I'll blame you. I appeared and offered my help in the matter. I see. Continue. I offered to disguise Lorne and his men if they would bring me the glowstone that lies beneath the glade. He agreed, but I was a fool to trust him. See if you get the powder from her, her story. If you can get the powder from her, her story enlightening, but not evidence. The powder could be. Do you have more of the powder? Can I have it? And why would I give it to you? And what's in it for me? I will trade them. What would you like? A glowstone is corrupting the water that feeds the trees in the glade. One of Lorne's men was supposed to bring it to me. Lorne has failed me, so you will bring me the glowstone, and I will give you the alteration powder. Alright. What are you planning to do with the stone? None of your concern. When are you going to get it to me or not? Alright, I'll go get it. Good lord. That's a lot of dire things. So I think what we need to do to get this resolution proper, we need to find some way to feed the spider in order to get the glowstone from the goblins, and that way the goblins and the spider can live in harmony. I don't know how I'm going to get that to work, but that's what it looks like we're going to have to do.
Give me a moment.
Look, Mary, visitors. What are you gnomes doing in the Duskwood? Look, not only do these woods have an infestation of gnomes, they also seem to have gathered quite an impressive array of insects. Excellent, that's what we're looking for. So what brings you guys up here? Insects, of course. Spiny hoonfly and yellow-tipped weevil. The Duskwood has an abundance, and so many new varieties that we've never seen before. And you collect them? Just so, we made a study of them. 20 varieties of hornflies, all manner of weevils and grubs. Not only that, we discovered 4 new aphids just here in the Duskwood. It's far more interesting than Lantern ever was. We catch them and sketch them and name them, and then box them up, trim, tidy, clean, and neat. Everything in its place. To find if... Did you find this cave abandoned? So you should ask. When we first arrived, there was a woman living in here, didn't we, Mary? Just so. She entrusted this place to us, and then she went away. She said that her family had gone or been killed, and she was off into the wild to build a new clan. Well, that's odd. Was she a druid by any chance? I didn't think there was one tending the Duskwood. Did you see what happened to Ember? Oh, we visited it like 10 days ago? Just so, Mary. Got all the wonderful mutton, remember? Ember was destroyed. You know anything about that? Destroyed? No, we hardly ever come out of the wood. Our work keeps us very busy. Oh, they used to tell us on Lantern that the whole island could sink into the sea before we'd notice. There go Mary and Julia. Off to the insects again. Think of it, Julia. Ember in ruins. There must be bodies everywhere, untended, sheep and people both. We should go and pay our respects, don't you think? Mind if we look around? Rather you didn't, to tell you the truth. Keep everything just so. Our boxes, our sample, our insects, and of course it wouldn't do to go trampling them underfoot. Yes, Julia, but they leave... If they leave soon, the Duskwood isn't kind to strangers. Oh, this place is dangerous. How do you avoid the wolves? Wolves are no trouble, are they, Jilla? No troubles. Besides, we're very small and hardly a threat. Perhaps they've grown fond of us. What brings you up here? Insects, of course. Who are you? Mary and my sister Jilla. Why would you leave your home? We were far too tidy for Lantern. It's a very messy place. We had boxes and boxes of insects sorted by class, lots of notes. Have a look around. Continue underfoot. It's the same. I think I'm going to have myself a look in the cave. Oh. This poor corpse must be Bradbury. Look here. You can tell by the hair. I didn't want to do it. Oh. I didn't want to do it. We never want to. But the blood, the smell, it fills you up. Oh, they're werewolves. You two are werewolves? How did this happen? One was living here, and when we first came from Lantern, she welcomed us and took us in, listened, and we talked to the hornflies and weevils, and that night she fell upon us. She bit us both, and not deep enough to kill. She wanted to make more of her kind, and she said she was the last of the Duskwood pack. They'd hunted and slain all the rest. So you killed him? We came back from hunting sheep, and he was here in our cave, tapping at our wall in the dark. We try to stay away from folk. We truly do. We hunt animals when we can, catch any we eat. Eat our specimens. We gorge on beetles and grubs. But the meat wanders into our lair. But when meat wanders into our lairs, when the scent fills us up, there's naught we can do. The blood flowing warm between our teeth, the taste of soft, yielding flesh, just so.
Have at thee!
Oh, they're so cute, little werewolves. There we go. Amulet of the Harpers. Improved robes of the old order. Alright, we've got the bug collection, which means we can now... Oh, hang on, can we... Man's throat has been torn out, his limbs sharp line, his hair dyed bright orange. Alright. Well, we can go let them know what happened to him. So now we head back to... We head back to the spider, I think. If we head back to the spider, we give it the food. And then hopefully we'll be able to convince the goblins to give up the stone. Hey, Itsy Bitsy. Got some stuff for you. We'll feed him Miri and Jala's insect collection. He deftly tears apart the little wooden boxes and thrusts the fangs into the squirming weevils and grubs. Oh, God. It's like watching Kelgar eat. Ew. Spider raises its fang and scratches out another mark in the dirt with its foreleg. I think it wants to come with us. It looks happy. God, those fangs are... Ooh, shit. See. It looks happy. God, those fangs are huge, and it's still got insects between them. It seems we made a friend. I suggest you let it down easy with a polite but firm refusal. I suppose such a creature could I'd be honored to have you join us. Are you sure? It seems nature has given us a gift, and we need all the help we can get. Allies from nature are welcome, and I hope we can get more. Nature has many gifts, and she will support us in our struggles as long as we respect the land. I cannot believe we're doing this. We let Calgar tag along, didn't we? Spider twitches, stretches a single graceful rune. Looks like the elvish symbol for a friendship. Kistrel, a good name, if any. XP granted for... scuttles way into the darkness. You sense that it will soon see the creature again. Alright, awesome. Spider friend, we just picked up a spider friend. Now, if I can convince the goblins that... Drom. Excuse me, buddy.
Why'd you come back? Close code for goblins, not you. Go away.
Wouldn't the stone be safer with your tribe instead of all the way out here?
Why you ask dumb question? Sacred glowstone, lace and sacred pool, always.
Alright. I really don't want to have to kill the goblins. Alright, so let's see what happens if... well, let's see if we can just convince... Not convince... Oop, no, I was going the right way. Let's see what happens with the dryad if we come back without the stone. But I suspect we might just have to fight and kill her. I don't really know. Her and all of her dire bear friends. Because she's in dire need of a beating. Changed my mind. I've decided to kill you instead. You dare threaten my grove, my home? Creatures of the grove dave me. I think not. What? You are alone, and even the creatures of the grove as twisted as... You are alone, and even the creatures of this grove as twisted as you have helped them... As twisted as you have helped them become... even the creature of the grove, as twisted as you have helped them become, you will not turn on me. So, as you will face us, then you will do so alone. Aye!
Give me a moment, and this will all be over.
Right. So we got a lesser magic bag. Anything in it? Nope. Alright. Okay. Well, we get less XP for that one, but I think that's probably the better way to go, rather than getting a dryad, the ability to keep corrupting the woods, so... Cool. Alright, I guess with that, we're done.
Yes?
Evidence.
Yes, what of it? I'm certain of it.
Yeah.
Let's take what... We should be able to find Val in Castle Never. No doubt anxiously awaiting our return like a...
Alright. Cool. We found everything.
Everyone, follow me.
Whoop.
Get in line. Follow me.
Hey on, Naval. How goes your investigation? Our mages and scouts turned up nothing yet. I think we found enough. If you're certain, but I wouldn't put it past those Luskins to find some counter-evidence, and then they'll have you executed. Are you sure? Yep, let's do it. Alright then, let's take this to Nasha. Alright, here we go. Trial of the century.
Lord Nasher Alagandar, Defender of Neverwinter, and Reverend Judge Olef Uskar, Lord Justiciar of Tyr.
Bring in the accused.
Ooh, hats off.
Reverend Judge, let the trial commence.
We are gathered here to determine the truth of the crime committed in the small village of Ember. Its people slaughtered to the last man, woman, and child.
Darth Vader
Under
did it.
Tyr's guidance shall the truth of this matter be revealed, and justice delivered. Is the accuser here?
I speak for those the accused slaughtered at Ember, and I am here to see that justice is carried out this day.
As are we all, Ambassador.
And is the accused here? And his defender?
We are present and eager to bring the truth of this matter into Tyr's sight, Reverend Judge.
Very well. We now list the items presented by the accused in their defense, and they will be shown to the people of the court, Lord Nasher, and held aloft for the eye of Tyr to see. First off,
it may take a while for them to get through all the evidence, bless it, and the rest of the ritual nonsense. So if you have anything you want to ask, now's the best time.
Do you have any advice?
Torio is an arrogant creature, but she is not a Luskan ambassador for nothing. This court is her theater, her arena, and she has had years of experience in treachery and twisting words. While evidence helps a case, she knows it is often the drama, the belief of everyone here as to who is guilty and who is not that will ultimately win the day. Do not forget that the rabble are here today to see someone hang. Unless you can convince them that you have been wronged, and grievously so, it is an uphill battle you fight.
Alright, so what strategy would you suggest?
It is somewhat unorthodox, but playing upon the animosity between Luskin and Neverwinter may help you.
Unorthodox suits me fine. Luskin's been quick to use it when they can anyway.
But that will only go so far, and may even help Torio in convincing the court that your actions may have been an attempt to start another war, which no one in Neverwinter wants. I cannot give you a clear strategy, but remember that trading diplomatic words with Torio will be difficult. Do not resort to such a duel unless you feel you can absolutely win. And do not threaten her or try to bluff her unless you are equally certain. If you fail, you are bound for the gallows for certain.
Alright. I will heed your advice.
Well, I'm glad someone does. I occasionally have a good idea, you know.
Occasionally. And Alright, I'm ready. Shall we?
Very well.
And that is the evidence before us.
That went over well. I think we've done some damage to their case. and put a nice little twist of the dagger in Torio's side.
The accuser, Ambassador Torio Claven of Luskin, may now call witnesses to the stand.
I think we have seen enough of these objects and speculation. Let us hear from those who witnessed the truth.
Forgive me, Ambassador, are you speculating on the truth of the evidence?
Speculate? The truth is what we are here to determine. Everything is in question.
Is it? You seem quite certain of our guilt. Are you admitting that that is also in question?
Of course not, and I aim to prove it.
Well, which is it, Ambassador? Are we guilty or not, in your eyes? I'm finding it difficult to find the truth in your wordplay.
I suggest you hold your tongue. I think you will want to hear what my witnesses have to say.
My, she has a temper. Well done. I am impressed.
I understand that you wish to stall the witnesses about to speak, but there is really nothing more your wordplay can do to prevent it. Let me call my first witness to the stand. Elgin, resident of Port Last, and a witness to the slaughter at Ember. Welcome, Elgin. You were brave to make the journey here, especially considering the danger in testifying.
What danger exactly?
Why? Danger from you, of course. But let us hear Elgin speak of what he saw, Squire. You will have your chance in time, I promise you. Now, Elgin, you said you saw the murder at Ember, did you not?
That I did. And a fierce, unfair battle against incredible odds it was. I tried to fight off the murderers, but one of them got a lucky blow against me, and down I went.
So you can confirm the accused was at Ember, and you saw the murder of those villagers?
Oh, yes. Those poor, helpless farmers cut down by that one there. I tried to save them, you know, but I was only one man against many, and demons as well.
Demons? That's ridiculous.
Please speak freely, Elgin. You have nothing to fear from the accused here. He cannot harm you.
No need to defend me, Lady Torio. I can handle myself. If any bloodthirsty killer tries to come at me, they'll get more than they bargained for.
Oh, gods. If he was touched with a pin, he would pop like a balloon.
Now, then we'll have to rely on the truth.
The truth doesn't matter. He just has to make them believe the lie. Ugh, and look at him. He's told many such lies, so many even he believes them.
The witness has identified the accused as the one who killed the villagers. I have no more questions, Reverend Judge.
Does the accused wish to question the witness?
Yes, I have some questions.
Please, be my guest.
What did you want to know? I've given my testimony.
Elgin, no one doubts that you're a brave man, but is there any chance that when you were struck so hard, some of what happened might be unclear?
Well, I don't know what happened after the fight. That is true. Not exactly.
Enough of this. He saw you kill those villagers. What happened afterwards is irrelevant.
Is it? How did Elgin get away safely? Why wasn't he killed with the rest?
Well, I don't know. They must have thought I was dead.
Perhaps you were in too much of a hurry to finish him off.
And perhaps you were in too much of a hurry to get witnesses, Ambassador. If Elgin was wounded, how did he get back? And where are the scars?
Now, look, I woke up. I'm tougher than I seem. I was still able to walk, and as for scars, well, I heal quick too.
Well, I'm glad you made it back to Port Last. Your story certainly I'm glad you made it back to port last. Your story certainly doesn't have the same legs. I don't get the joke.
Is that all? You've gotten your jab in, but that won't save you from the gallows.
So what were you doing in the area?
Hunting, of course.
Oh, shit.
Deer, actually. But I laid aside all thought of the hunt when I saw the flames coming from the village.
And what did you do then?
I had to rush to the aid of the village as quickly as I could. Innocent lives were at stake.
I spoke with a survivor. I heard there were only about a dozen attackers at Ember and no demons.
Well, of course not. They were probably frightened of them.
And what did the demons look like then?
What?
You said you saw demons. Describe them.
They had horns and scales.
That's it? It's pretty vague for someone who saw a demon.
Is that all you wish to ask? The witness has identified you. It is enough.
Did you see the leader?
Yes, it was you.
Are you certain it was me?
Oh, yes, it was you and others, allies. But I remember you, I do. That horrible look in your eye and those bodies all around you.
I don't really think the intimidate is going to work. No more questions.
Very well. Ambassador, do you have another witness?
Another witness, yes. And a most important one, Reverend Judge. Unknown to many, the people of Ember were not slaughtered to the last woman and child.
Larson must have gotten to Elaine.
I call on Elaine, the last living resident of Ember, to speak on what she saw that fateful day. Elaine, thank you for coming here. I know how difficult it must be, but you realize that you are the only voice of Ember that survived that terrible tragedy. Now, please tell the court what you saw.
I saw the accused. They're at Ember. He killed them all.
Elaine, no.
Chandra, can you say anything?
Look, when you get the chance, ask her if I would ever travel with someone who would do that, and where we were when it occurred.
This isn't good. We need to change the course of the river streaming from her eyes, or we're all going to hang.
Reverend Judge, I want to cross-examine the witness.
It will be allowed. All sides of an issue must be heard. For now, Ambassador, continue.
Go on, Elaine. Tell us what you saw.
All those people. And they had no weapons. They had no way of fighting back.
But the accused slaughtered them all, did he not?
Yes. I saw it all. I took refuge in port last. There was nowhere left for me to go.
You are safe now, Elaine, and the accused cannot harm you here. What more proof is needed? We have a witness that saw the accused perform the deed. Perhaps we should move on to the sentence now. The accused's guilt is plain.
I have some questions first.
Of course. Please, the trap has already closed. There is no squirming out of it now.
Elaine, do you know this woman here, Chandra?
You know I do. You brought her to port last.
Can you speak to her character? Is she a good person? A friend?
Yes, I know her well, as a matter of fact. She stopped in Ember during trade season. Not once, but many times.
And do you know that she's been traveling with me for some time?
No, I did not know that.
Reverend Judge, I fail to see where this line of questioning is going.
Chandra here was traveling with me when Ember was attacked. Why would your friend do that?
Elaine, listen to me. Something's wrong. Whoever did what they did at Ember, it wasn't who you think it was. I would know.
Enough! The accused has only one counsel, and only he shall speak to the witness.
Oh, Ambassador, I freely forfeit the right to question the witness when Chandra here is speaking. I really have no choice.
Elaine, we weren't even at Ember when it happened, or anywhere near there. Are you sure you saw us?
I think I did. Or, well, someone who looked very much like the accused.
What?
You hear her, Ambassador. I have no more... No, hang on. It seems she just retracted her certainty of what happened. Could have been someone who looked like me.
Forget this. Clearly the witness is too distraught to give her testimony properly. So, let's choose someone who's not affected by Ember at all. Someone the accused knows all too well. I call forth Chandra Jarrow.
What?
Why her?
Come now, Chandra. Don't be afraid. We are in a court of law. You may speak freely here.
About what? About these false accusations?
No. I am interested only in your interactions with the accused. You travel with him, do you not?
I do.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever observed the accused causing, or near, any acts that compare to the destruction at Ember?
I really don't think that...
Answer the question.
No.
Not even your home?
Well, yes. But that was different. There were...
And wasn't your home attacked twice, and is now burned to the ground?
Well, yes, but that was after...
Next time when I ask you a question, I want you to answer it, Chandra, without objecting or giving me exceptions. You are safe here, and you need not fear the accused anymore. Because you see, what I am most concerned about, Chandra, is what you think. What you really think of the accused. We know something of his activities in Neverwinter already, as well as the lands around. So think carefully before you answer.
Hope you've been treating her well. She's about to come clean.
Is he someone who might do such a thing?
No, he is a good man who cares about others. To hear him slandered like this makes me angry at the injustice of it.
Angry enough to attack? To kill those who stand against the accused? I see.
By the gods, if you are accusing me of what happened at Ember...
I make no such accusations. But trouble does follow the accused, oddly enough. Perhaps you are blinded. One can often be in shock after the destruction of one's home. Thank you for all your help, Chandra. I think this matter will soon be brought to a close.
I hope you get what you deserve, Ambassador.
My dear, all I want is justice.
I'd like a chance to call my witness now, if I may.
In a moment. But there's one more witness who's critical to this case. Why, I call the accused as a witness, of course.
Then ask what you will, and I shall speak the truth.
My question is a simple one. Why did you kill the people of Ember?
It is well known that there's animosity between Luskan and Neverwinter, dating back to the war, and when tragedy strikes, each has been known to blame the other first? No. Ambassador, you presume guilt when no verdict has been reached. I am innocent of these accusations.
So you have not been to Ember? Not seen the dead at your feet?
I went to Ember to see the murder for myself, not to commit it.
So you were in Ember. Why? That is Luskan lands, yet there is no record of an invite or permission to enter our land. Huh. It seems we may have hit upon yet another crime. A trespass resulting in murder of the worst kind.
It is well known that there is animosity between Luskan and Neverwinter, dating back to the war, and when tragedy strikes, each has been known to blame the other first.
We do not need a history lesson here. Ember is all that concerns us.
History is important in this case, as are borders treaties established by such history.
We will allow it.
Very well.
We are all familiar with the Luskan War and the atrocities committed during the Luskan aggression.
There is no need to dwell on past.
The burning of much of Neverwinter, the slaughter of many of its people on the streets of as Luskan fought for control of the city, as well, it is well documented.
Reverend Judge, we are not here for a recounting of old wars.
And furthermore, many of the atrocities within Neverwinter committed by Luskan forces somehow bear a striking resemblance to what occurred at Ember.
Indeed. And what dusty tome or witness shall you grasp for next in your defense? Please, amuse me with a name.
I believe Lord Alliance's account of the Luskan War is an impartial script, contains specific examples. Shall I recount them?
Enough of this diversion. You have distracted us from the matter at hand, but not for long. Let us see if your witnesses prove as capable. No more questions, Reverend Judge.
Very well, Ambassador. The accused may now present their witnesses.
May I? I have a brief opening speech with some cutting barbs prepared, but if you'd rather be found innocent as quickly as possible...
Oh! Go ahead, I want to hear this part.
Thank you, Reverend Judge, Lord Nasher, and fine people of Neverwinter. These allegations are a farce, my lord. I mean to show you the innocence of this man, a squire of Neverwinter, and the falsehood of the accusations against him. The evidence of the ambassador from Luskan is a transparent, ill-conceived ploy to destroy the life of one of Neverwinter's loyal servants.
The accused has only been a squire for a short time, conveniently promoted after the massacre of the people of Ember. Perhaps as a reward?
Ambassador, you have had your say. Now it is time for the accused to speak. And as for you, Sand, I would refrain from such accusations without first presenting proof.
My lord, the difference is, in my statements can be found the truth. I was going to call Callum of the Neverwinter 9, the commander you met in Old Owl Well after the victory there. His voice carries a great deal of weight.
Yes. Call him forward.
For our first witness, I summon Callum of Neverwinter 9, fresh from his victory over the vicious orc tribes in Old Owl Well. Lord Callum, none can doubt your service and loyalty to Neverwinter, your successful defense of our sovereign lands. You have met the accused before, have you not?
He was a great help to me in defeating the orc bands at Old Owl Well in earlier months. Were it not for his assistance, the well would now be held by the orcs.
No.
The soldiers of Neverwinter and the realm itself owe a deep debt of gratitude to him, and it is a travesty that these foul charges have been levied against him.
Thank you, Lord Callum. We are ever grateful to hear the words of one of the 9.
Lord Callum, I have heard you express that the charges in this court are a travesty, and that they are unwarranted.
That is true. I feel the charges are unfounded.
Is it because they are given by Luskan?
Luskan has much to gain by casting down heroes of Neverwinter. Do I trust that Luskan brings such charges in good faith? I do not. Nor do I trust your motives, Ambassador. There is a reason that Low Justice and High Justice were divided by the Luskan-Neverwinter Treaty, and I do not believe that any Luskan court or advocate has justice on their mind.
But you do know that the voice of the accused's counsel is from Luskan, do you not? From the ranks of the Hosthour of the Arcane, before he fled?
That banshee!
No, I did not.
The history of my counsel nor the origin of the charges against me have no bearing on this case. It is Ember that concerns us.
I agree. This matter concerns Ember, and whether the accused, who has sacrificed for Neverwinter on many occasions, merits such accusations. The origin of such charges or slander on the counsel of the accused has no bearing on the crime itself. I misspoke, but your behavior here, Ambassador, only grants support to my words. If there's nothing else, I think we've all wasted enough time here.
I thank Lord Callum for his time, Reverend Judge. My questions have been answered to my satisfaction.
We need to bring someone to the stand who saw through the killer's disguise, and that means Marcus.
Do it, although I don't know how we can prove what he saw.
Unknown to all, there was another survivor of the Ember Massacre.
Survivor? What the hell?
A poor, frightened boy who had to hide in a well to prevent being slaughtered. How did he know to do such a thing? Why, Marcus has a gift of sight beyond sight, the gift of a seer. And he knew the murder would happen to end the true identity of the killer. Tell us what you saw, young Marcus. What you saw with your special gift.
It was a man that killed the village. He was big, much bigger than a normal man. I don't know how you could be confused. Maybe he used a magic disguise. But disguises like that don't fool me.
What is this, a joke? You bring a child seer onto the stand, ask him a question, and then have him lie for you?
Do you have a question for Marcus or not, Ambassador?
Of course I do. If he has the power of a seer, then let us test it. Marcus, what do I hold in my left hand?
Your left hand holds an iron ring. The ring of Garius, the master of the fifth tower. You hold it tightly, as if afraid it will fly from you. Every time you touch the ring, you see how angry he becomes when one fails him, and you fear his ambition. It is a ring that is more of a chain than a piece of jewelry. And even more so, the ring reminds you of...
Enough! No more questions. It is a ring, nothing more. But the boy guessed correctly. A parlor trick, surely. But the rest is lies, of that be assured. No more questions, Reverend Judge.
Then I shall call our next witness.
Do we have another witness?
Chandra, please come forward.
Oh, okay.
Sand. No.
This is for Ember, not for me, Chandra.
All right. You've got a good point. Go on, Sand. Ask your questions.
Chandra, you know the accused. You have traveled with him, have you not?
I have.
And this crime of which he is accused? As one who knew the people of Ember, of Port Lost, do you really think him capable of such a crime?
No, not at all. Look, don't get me wrong. Trouble seems to come at his heels. But it's how he deals with those troubles that makes me say no. He keeps trying to make things right, even when things are at their worst. And it's really hard not to admire that, and stick by it, no matter what.
I think that says it all, Chandra. Thank you. I have no more witnesses, Lord Nasher.
The parties have spoken. Now all that remains is judgment to be passed. Lord Nasher.
I expect Lord Nasher has already come to the correct decision.
I certainly hope so. It's evident this was a conspiracy to frame a loyal squire of Neverwinter as a criminal of the worst sort.
Silence, Sand. I have heard enough from you, and from you, Torio. And it is enough for me to reach a decision. The case before me was a difficult one. But it seems we now know the identity of Ember's attackers. Naval, I want the Ambassador, her retinue, and any remaining members of the Arcane Brotherhood of Luskan outside the city gates by nightfall.
Yes!
What? This is no verdict. To think the Brotherhood truly responsible.
You brought this case before me. Now you debate my verdict? I would be careful of where you point a sword when you draw it, Ambassador. And remind your masters in Luskan of that as well. I think we've wasted enough time on this. Justice has been done, and...
I claim the right of trial by combat.
Ooh.
Ambassador, I am tired of your games, and I will indulge you no longer.
In a matter of such importance, you would deny me my sacred right of appeal? Can Lord Nasher do that, Reverend Judge? Can he put himself above our god tier in this matter?
He cannot. The ambassador from Luskan is entitled to an appeal as she describes.
You're kidding, right?
Gods, I was hoping she didn't know about it.
And who will fight for you, Torio? This is no battle with words, though I would like to see you try to match your wit against the blade of a true soldier of Neverwinter.
Indeed, you are correct, Sir Naval. Luskan is not the aggressor here, and I only wish to see justice done. But I cannot defend myself and seek justice in this matter. Is there not one who will champion the people of Ember?
Creak, creak,
I will.
Oh.
Listen to these lies.
There he is.
I will answer them with my blade in Luskin's name.
A champion has been declared. Both the defender and the accused are required by law to report to the Temple of Justice in Neverwinter, to undergo the rite of tear, to cleanse themselves in a night of prayer and vigilance. The following morning, the champions shall meet in combat so that justice may be decided.
So be it. After the rite is observed, the trial shall be held in the morning upon the tourney grounds. Arm yourself and be ready, squire, or choose a champion to fight for you. Because, by the gods, we have not come all this way for justice to be denied in this final hour.
So, it seems this will be decided with blood. If that is what it takes to win the day, then that is what we must do. When you are prepared, go to the Hall of Justice and speak with Prior Ham to start the Rite of Tyr.
Well, shit. That's kind of hilarious, though. If you don't like the... You can literally just say, well, I'm going to accuse this person of murder. And if you don't like the way the verdict goes out, fine, I'm just going to kill him anyway. It seems a little bit counterintuitive, but funny. Well, on that note, I think that's a good stopping point. We'll come back in the next session, and we will do the trial. Where'd my hat go? There it is. Get my sexy hat back on. Beautiful. Actually, one thing I realized too, because I didn't have my hat gives me +4 in diplomacy checks. So I was actually down 4 points of diplomacy in that whole trial. But obviously I didn't even need to use the alteration powder in that. It didn't even come up. Oh well. Anywho, that's where we're going to leave today's session. So, for now, thank you all very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I have been your humble host, Tim, and be sure to come back for the next session of Aurora Plays Neverwinter Nights 2. Bye!